because it's like, yeah, well, obviously that's what we're doing. That's why it's called conservatism. What do you think we're trying to conserve?
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, Go Bulldogs. Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC is a...
Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball!
It's time for the excitement of American Legion Baseball, featuring the Berkeley Post-14 Hornets.
The next pitch to Baden Hartman is cracked out to deep left field. That ball is going, gone! A 3-run homer!
Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
In the American Legion West Virginia tournament, Spencer DuPuy joined alongside Martinsburg baseball coach Aaron Byler. Happy to have you with us. Cameraman this afternoon is Colin McLaughlin. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. And Coach Byler, looking at this matchup today, it was a Potomac Valley team that had to beat Post 60 last night after falling to them on Tuesday night, and it was a kind of role reversal game from Monday. It was really all Potomac Valley.
Yeah, I think if you looked at this area as a whole, when the season started, you figured these two teams, Post 64 and Post 14, would play in this area championship, and that's what we have here today, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think Post 64 is going to give Berkeley Post 14 everything they have and try to force that second game today, and just looking for some good baseball.
When you look back at yesterday's win for Post 14 over North Berkeley, it was a 5-0 victory, and it was Braden Stoudemire's dominance on the mound that was the key in that one. A 3-hit complete game shutout, striking out 9.
He was dominant. He had both pitches, all 3 pitches. His slider was working. He could throw anything for a first pitch strike he wanted. Just kept North Berkeley off balance all night. His defense made some phenomenal plays behind him, and ended up 2 long balls ended up being the difference. And I think no matter how you look at it, Post 14 is happy to get through that and get here to tonight. And I'm sure seeing Lane DeLauder tonight, they have just as much confidence in him on the mound as they had in Braden Stoudemire last night.
Yeah, and when you look at this matchup tonight, the teams are 1-1 against each other on the season, as the win for Post 14 came right here at P.O. Faulkner Park. The win for Potomac Valley Post 64 came at Hampshire High School, their home field. So they're 1-1. If you're looking at it that way, the home team wins, but it's a tournament style, so it might be totally different.
Yeah, and I think you throw the regular season out, especially in summer ball. You know, when Berkeley Post 14 went up there, I'm not sure they had their whole staff, their whole pitching staff. I don't think they had their whole roster. Heck, I think they went up there with 10 guys. So I think you kind of throw that one out the window. I think that they definitely have everybody here tonight. I think their mentality is very good. I think they're focused. I said before, I think they have a goal, and it's more than to win this area tournament, although they want to win the area tournament. I think they have a goal of competing for a state championship, and I think all 18 guys in that dugout are ready to go.
All right, well, let's step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll hear from Post 14 manager Trip Tobin. You're tuned in to American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back in 2 minutes.
WVU Medicine welcomes 10 new providers to our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Health Associates East. 2 hospitalists, Dr. Vamsi Amanchi and Dr. Aparna Bahara. 5 providers in emergency medicine, Dr. Douglas Binkelman, Dr. Michael McCullough, Dr. Melissa Natali, and nurse practitioners Sylvia Purdy and Leslie Purcell. And 3 specialists, Dr. William Ware, pediatrics, nurse practitioners Brittany Johnson, OBGYN, and Kristen Renzi, cardiology. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here. It's time for the coach's interview with manager Trip Tobin. And here it is. We're joined by Berkeley Post 14 Hornets manager Trip Tobin. And, Coach, you got a big win last night, 5-0. It was a great dominating start for Braden Stoudemire on the mound.
Yeah, it was a big win last night to propel this team, give them a guaranteed bid to state. Hopefully they don't let off the gas pedal here tonight and just settle for second place. And hope they can go out and make it another day at the office and get the job done and reach their goal of being the area champ.
Talking about Stoudemire a little more, he interviewed after the game and he said that this team felt different than last year. For him, this is his final year of eligibility to play Legion ball, and he pitched a 3-hit shutout last night, 9 strikeouts. Obviously, he left it all out there on the field. What do you think that means from a guy who technically, I guess you'd say, is your senior leadership on the team? He's one of your oldest guys on the team.
Oh, yeah, he's been a leader all summer long, not just on the field, but by coming to practice and making it, making the commitment to get here and showing these guys that, coming out every day, even though it's hot. And certainly he wanted the ball yesterday, and, he was I told him I just didn't want him to go out there and just try to win, but I wanted to go out there and try to dominate. And he had a plan of, not giving him a lot of first pitch fastballs, and he was able to get his slider over, his curveball over early, and just did a great job of executing the plan. And he's going to sit here today a little bit and see how he feels, and we may use him later in the field. But other than that, we hope to keep him healthy and strong and ready for the state tournament.
You're going to take on Post 64 tonight. They were able to beat Post 60 in the North Berkeley Knights last night. You had a tough game down in Hampshire against them earlier in the season. Obviously, you take a lot out of that game, but what did you tell your team prior to today's game?
Well, they know who they are. We beat them 11-1 early in the year here. They didn't have all their guys. I'm sure tonight they'll bring all their, the guys here, and they're a tough team. They put runs up. Their hitting is contagious. They have a good defense. They have a great outfield that runs baseballs down, and they're going to play with us nose to nose. I look for at least a good game. Hopefully we can pull away from them and not have to play 2.
And you got Lane on the mound for you tonight. He had a great start the last time out last week, but only went 3 innings because of the way the game was going, and it was well in your hands. How do you think he could use that confidence from that start to go into this one?
Oh, definitely. He was struggling a little bit with his release point. He's been working hard on that. He got a little, I guess you could say, his arm got a little tired and got out away from his body a little bit, which caused him a problem with his release point. But he worked really hard. And before that Vienna game, that forget which game it was now. He came out, Waynesboro game, I believe. I'm not sure. But anyway, he went 3 innings there and looks pretty sharp, and he's feeling really good, and he wanted the ball tonight. So, we do need him when we get down to state to give us a quality start, and hopefully it starts here. If something happens, we got our long relievers like Ruest and Bohr and Herndon ready to go, and of course Horowitz is over there, Fletcher. Those guys can come in and close things out. So, we feel pretty good that we can get on top of these guys, or we can stay on top of these guys. And as far as our pitching goes, we just need to hit the baseball tonight.
How do you think that pitching last night from Stoudemire, having him go the full 7 innings, helps you all in if you have to play 2 games tonight, you have all the arms available but one?
Well, I think that's pretty easy answer. It just leaves us with a lot more arms available, and anytime you can go in there with the most arms available, you always want to have as many arms as possible to get through a game or possibly 2. So I feel really good that all our guys are there. Even Hartman's ready to throw. So probably be a short leash on any of these guys tonight, but I think last night talking about Hartman, or what Stoudemire did, I think he showed the pitching staff that what you can do if you throw the ball across the plate, if you keep those guys from setting on fastballs and you don't walk guys. I think they realize they can be dominant. We get in trouble when we give guys free bases, so because our defense is good. And our pitching is a lot of strikeout pitching, and we can get out of innings with strikeouts, but the walks and the pass balls are just killers in baseball, and we have to limit those.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That was manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Tripp Tobin. As the lineups are finished here, the anthem's about to start. So let's go ahead and step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we will have lineups in first pitch. You're tuned into American Legion Baseball right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get you set for first pitch between Post 14 and Post 64 in the Area 4 championship game. Spencer Puy joined alongside Martinsburg head coach Aaron Byler. As we get you set for this one, we'll do lineups first. First for the visitors in Potomac Valley Post 64. Batting first, playing shortstop number 3, Noah Broadwater. Batting second, playing second base number 21, Healy. Batting third, playing center field, number 38, Bradfield. Batting fourth, doing the catching, number 44, Vincel. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 17, Q. Kendall. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 4, Kisselmore. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 1, Bumby Van Meter. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 11, Lynch. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 2, J.J. Charlton. Doing the pitching tonight is Slades Seville. Now for the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets. Batting first, right fielder number 9, Connor Bailey. Batting second, shortstop number 13, Baden Hartman. Batting third, the designated hitter number 20, Colin Reed. Batting fourth, the catcher number 1, Cam Moore. Batting fifth, the third baseman number 11, Riley Bubb. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 8, Chase Herndon. Batting seventh, the second baseman number 4, Carson Buber. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 12, Jackson Ruest. Batting ninth, the center fielder number 10, Jordan Canby. And doing the pitching tonight for Post 14 to start things out is Lane DeLauder. Should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, I think the key here for Lane early is just to get ahead, have a good first inning. I think he's proven as probably the most experienced and maybe one of the most talented pitchers in the EPAC, if not the state, that if he can get through that first inning or first couple innings, he settles in, he's really effective, and I think look for a dominating performance out of him tonight if he's able to do that.
So we get you set for this one, Lane, with those warm-up pitches, finishing those up, and I mentioned it with Coach Tobin in the interview. Got a lot of arms tonight. I know Caleb Fletcher's going to be warming up in the bullpen tonight, among other guys available and ready, but besides really Braden Stoudemire, everyone is available.
Yeah, I mean, you look around the infield, you got first baseman Jackson Ruest. He was Hedgesville's number 2 pitcher, right? You got Carson Buber at second. He was Martinsburg's number 1. You got Baden Hartman at shortstop. He was 1 or 2 for Musselman all year. You got Chase Herndon in left field, who pitched at West Virginia Tech, and you look over at the bench, and you got guys like Horowitz and Fletcher and Myers, who were number ones for their high school team, and they have a plethora of arms, and I think they're in good shape as far as that goes.
As Cam Moore trots out to make sure everything's on point with Lane DeLauder, as Broadwater steps into the box, or gets ready to step into the box here for first pitch, coming just a few minutes later here, as it's 5:03 right now. First pitch in there for called strike 1, as it's high but touches the zone. Starting off 0-1 big, especially to the first hitter for Lane DeLauder. The 0-1 delivery, low, ball 1. It's obviously a hot summer day, but it seems like there's a little breeze here today.
Yeah, it's a nice little breeze. It's not too bad out there.
The sun's not as intense as it has been at past games. The 1-1 delivery swung on and fouled off, as it's now a 1-2 count.
Broadwater, this is his first game of the tournament. I believe he was playing golf in Texas, some national competition that he won.
Yeah, that's what I had heard as well. Going to come in and play shortstop. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Moore tags him out for first out of the inning and the first strikeout of the day for Lane DeLauder.
Great start for Lane, like we talked about. The first inning's big. He looked like he had control of all 3 pitches there and got the strikeout with the breaking ball.
Seth Healy now due up. He is either going to Pot State or already at Pot State.
He's going. He was at Kaiser this year.
First one fouled off, brings the count to 0-1. As it looked like it nicked Cam Moore as he's trying to shake that one off. But
yeah, that one got him pretty good. I will say this about Cam. He's a hockey player. So hockey players, they say they're tough, right? So
yeah.
I'm sure that one hurt pretty good, but I'm sure Cam will recover from it.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off right now, but good start for Lane DeLauder on the mound. Is checking on his catcher right now, but you never want that to happen, especially right at the start of the game.
Yeah, he looks to be in a good bit of pain. I hope he's all right. They do have Landon Sifford on the bench who caught yesterday if need be, but I think he's shaking it off and regrouping, and I think he's going to be okay, good to go here in a minute.
As the news of the day comes out, just in the last 20 minutes that the Commanders have officially been sold to the Josh Harris Group. And finally, all I wanted was a chance.
Yeah.
And apparently the Mary Jo White report is now out, which is going to detail all the bad things Dan Snyder did during his reign as owner.
Well, the beauty of being a Steelers fan is we don't have to deal with that. We have good ownership and a quality organization.
Oh my gosh, this is a PDF document Colin's trying to get me to read right now. Too much. I'll have to go and dive into that after the ball game. But it looks like Cam Moore is all right, shaking it off, talking to Lane about what worked in that first at bat. As Healy's got an 0-1 count. Unfortunate delay for
DeLauder. He kind of grooved through that first batter, and now it's almost like the game's going to restart. So unfortunate that Cam took that. Fortunately, he's okay. But it's just like starting the inning over again here with DeLauder after probably about a 5-minute break.
He's kind of laughing it off down there.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah.
Like I say, he's a hockey player. He's tough.
That I did not know.
Yep.
I can see it, though, that flow. He's got the hockey man's flow.
Everybody's got the flow these days.
True. That is true. The 0-1 delivery coming from DeLauder. In there, called strike 2. So that little layoff didn't hurt DeLauder.
Stan corrected. The delay did not hurt him, which is good. You like to see that.
Yeah. Lane, a guy committed to play at JMU, but had some pitching or some coaching staff changes there. He could change his mind as he's just going to head into his senior year. That one hit back up the middle over to the shortstop. Hartby is going to throw to first for Ruest for out number 2 on the 6-3 ground out.
Yep, great start there for Lane. 2 quick outs.
Sam Bradfield due up. Wearing number 38, the center fielder. Just finished, I believe, his freshman season at Pot State. First pitch at him is low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery coming from DeLauder. In there, called strike 1. He gets back in the zone here.
Healy, in four plate appearances last night, had a hit, 2 RBIs, and scored 2 runs.
DeLauder there with the 1-1 delivery. That one grounded over to Bub as it eats him up. He's going to try to throw out a first, and he doesn't as Bradfield's able to get past the bag in time.
Yeah, that one hit sharply, kind of came up on Bub. Great job staying in front of it and knocking it down, but the way Healy runs, you're going to have to field that ball cleanly if you want to have a shot, and he was able to beat that out. I do think you have to give Bub an error there, though.
Now coming up is the catcher, Vincel. With a runner on first. On the E5.
Be interesting to see the way Healy the way Bradfield runs, if they'll try to steal second here.
With 2 outs already, first pitch in there from DeLauder's a called strike 1. What you want to see here is DeLauder get out of this inning. Is sometimes, guys getting on base can mount for him. And they've picked him off. So they're just going to tag him out as Ruest will tag him out to end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first after this 60-second break. You're tuned into Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Here, Spencer, we joined alongside Martinsburg head baseball coach Aaron Byler. A quick first inning. That very smart throw over there that caught the runner.
Yep, great start for Lane DeLauder. Great start for post 14. We'll look to get the bats going here in the top or in the bottom. Slade Seville comes into this game with 15 innings pitched. He's appeared in 6 games. He has a win-loss record of 3 wins, 0 losses, and an ERA of 3.574.
Slade Seville is a guy that I believe you faced in your team faced in high school this year. I'm not sure if he was pitching, but he was on
2 years ago. Yeah, he played
ago.
for Petersburg for 2 years ago. I don't know where he's playing his college ball. Petersburg's coach, a good friend of mine, Mike Teasley, actually texted me today and asked how his Petersburg boys were doing here in the area tournament, as he has Bumpy Van Meter is also a Petersburg guy, and Slade Seville among a handful of others that played for him at Petersburg. Potomac Valley is made up of Petersburg, Kaiser, Frankfort, and I believe East Hardy.
Is it not Hampshire?
Hampshire, and they have Pendleton County.
Yeah.
So they have.
They combined that a few years ago.
Yeah, they have a wide area and a lot of smaller schools that they pick from, and the interesting thing about them is they're so spread out that they just to have a practice, you have kids driving an hour. So it's talking to their coach last night, they were saying how that practice is almost impossible, that they're almost like a travel team where you just show up and play.
2 up now to start things off for the Hornets. The right fielder, number 9, Connor Bailey. Out low and outside for ball 1 as Bailey plays his college ball at Fairmont State, played high school at Jefferson. The 1-0 delivery from Seville. Low and outside in the same spot for ball 2. It'll be Bailey, Hartman, Reed, the first 3 due up here. The 2-0 pitch in there for called strike 1.
Bailey is your typical leadoff hitter. Sees a lot of pitches, doesn't strike out, runs really well. Just a great guy to have in that spot.
The 2-1 delivery. High and inside for ball 3. Delivery on the way. In there, called strike 2. Brings things full with 3-2.
Doing exactly what manager Tobin wants him to do. He's seen 5 pitches in his leadoff at bat, giving those other guys on deck and in the hole a chance to see what he's got.
The payoff pitch. Called strike 3.
Bailey thought it was a little bit low.
Goes down looking. Baden Hartman will come up to the plate.
It's still a quality at bat. I mean, if you see 6 pitches in the leadoff spot, I think that classifies as a quality at bat in my book.
And definitely helped Baden Hartman. First pitch is low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery from Seville, high for ball 2.
Baden's another one of those kids that just knows the zone so well. Doesn't get frustrated with the umpire. Just if you watch him, he never looks back. Head's always looking at the pitcher.
The 2-0 delivery outside for ball 3. So Seville gets behind 3-0 on Hartman. That one inside, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk to Baden Hartman.
Now batting, number 20, Colin Reed.
You never want to put anybody on base for Colin Reed.
No, and you don't want to put Baden Hartman on base either with the speed that he has. So see if post 14 looks to challenge the catcher Vincel here in the first.
First pitch upcoming to Colin Reed. That one cracked out to deep left field, and that one is gone. A 2-run shot for Colin Reed. Deja vu to last week. He did the same thing. It's now 2-0 post 14.
Immediately off the bat, I wasn't sure if it had enough, and then I looked up. It was hit right at the flag, and I looked up, and the flag was blowing out, and I said, well, that's out of here. If the wind's blowing out to left field and you get it up there like he did, that's a no-doubter.
And like I said, you never want to put somebody on base before Colin Reed because he's going to make you pay, at least with an RBI. He gets you there with 2 on the 2-run shot.
I mean, coming into last night's game, he was hitting the 518, and I think he had 2 hits last night and a home run tonight, so that average is climbing. I mean, you want to talk about a summer. What a summer Colin Reed is having, and you'll love to see that. He's such a great young man.
Yeah, and unfortunate his season kind of cut in half due to that injury that he had on the pitching mound earlier in the season. First pitch coming into Moore, called strike 1. I mean, I feel like Reed could be going at least D2 if he didn't get injured. But unfortunate that injury stopped him from pitching. That one fouled off.
Yeah, that's the beauty of going to a JUCO. We kind of encourage our kids that have aspirations to play at a higher level that JUCO is not a bad spot. If you look at Potomac State this year, I think they sent 8 guys to play Division I baseball.
Jeez. The 0-2 delivery into Moore. That one knocked right into the right field for a clean single for Cam Moore.
Cam Moore stays hot tonight after his home run last night.
Now batting, number 11.
Brings up Riley Bubb. Riley Bubb, an interesting story. Anybody just tuning in kind of for the first time. He's a guy that went to Hedgesville, played last summer, elected to just go to WVU to be a student, play club ball, realized he still had that love for baseball, so he trained. He's actually going to Potomac State next year, or this upcoming fall. That one to the backstop, Moore to second on the pass ball.
Yeah, I love to see that for Riley. Riley last year, going into his senior year at Hedgesville was, arguably in talks for Player of the Year, and then had that unfortunate injury, and he was able to come back for the playoffs, but he wasn't near himself. So great to see him back on the diamond, and great to see him going to Potomac State.
So Moore now on second. The 1-0 delivery from Seville, low and outside for ball 1. Already a big inning for post 14. They're able to get 2 runs on the board from a Colin Reed 2-run shot to left field. Now Bubb in business with a runner in scoring position and a 2-0 count. Pitch comes in, low, ball 3.
Good patience there by Bubb. If there is one knock on him as a hitter, is he loves to hit. So not the most patient hitter, but you love to see him working the count here and getting something he can drive.
1 out, 1 on, a 3-0 count. The pitch outside or inside for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Riley Bubb.
Now batting, number 8, Chase Herndon.
Chase Herndon up to bat. West Virginia State player, the product of Spring Mills High School, the 2022 Co-EPAC Player of the Year.
Yeah, and Andrew Tobin just told him sit dead red. Seville's struggling a little bit. You sit on a fastball here, get something you can drive to a gap.
First pitch into Herndon. That one goes beyond the catcher's mitt. Hits the backstop, so each runner moves up a base, so now both runners in scoring position.
Yeah, if you're Potomac Valley, you got to win the free base game if you're going to beat post 14, and that's a free 90. That's a big free 90, allowing both those guys to move up into scoring position with 1 out.
Takes a normal double play out of order. The 1-0 delivery. That one smacked over to the second baseman. He jumps off his glove. He recovers. He's still able to get the out, but Cam Moore comes in to score. So it's now 3-0 post 14.
And just talking right there, that's how much that free 90 hurts you. It allows Moore to move to third, and then that ground ball to the right side, who they wouldn't have turned 2 on it, but they also wouldn't have scored a run. So free 90 benefits post 14 there. Carson Buber up, 2 outs, looking for another run here in the bottom of the first.
Carson Buber at the plate. First pitch into him in there for called strike 1. The runner on third and 2 outs here. The 0-1 delivery in there, called strike 2 as Seville gets ahead here.
I think Carson's mad at himself there, wishing he would have pulled the trigger.
The 0-2 delivery. That one off the catcher's mitt, but doesn't go very far. She's able to grab it before Bub is able to think about coming home. The 1-2 delivery from Seville. Low, ball 2.
Great take there by Carson. You know, usually as a hitter, if you're able to take a pitch like that, that means you're seeing the ball really well.
The 2-2, that one down the third base line. Third baseman will get it. He'll throw to first to complete the out, and that'll end the inning on the 5-3 ground out, but not before. Berkeley post 14 can put up 3 runs to take a 3-0 lead. Led to the second inning. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 60 seconds.
WVU Medicine is pleased to announce that robotic-assisted total hip and knee replacement with the new Zimmer Biomet ROSA is now offered right here in the Eastern Panhandle at both Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. The information provided by the ROSA results in more precise and accurate hip and knee replacements than ever before. WVU Medicine is proud to offer this technology and be a leader in orthopedic surgery in the Eastern region. For more info, call 304-725-BONE.
There's a local family moving in our territory.
What do you want from me?
Taste it. It's really good.
We're going to the mattresses.
It's not personal. It's strictly business. Leave the guns. Take the pizza.
Rox, now serving hot, fresh pizza to die for.
Ow, that really hurt.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park here as we get you set for the second inning. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up as Vincel will remain at bat in his at-bat, and it'll restart as they got Bradfield on the pickoff attempt. So it'll be Vincel, Hugh Kendall, and Kisselmore due up. The catcher, DH, and left fielders for post 64, but now down 3-0. You're going to have to, as you mentioned in the first inning, win the free base game.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're post 14, you can't ask for a better start. Lane DeLauder goes out there, gets 3 quick outs. You come in, Colin Reed, hits the home run. They give you a free run. You're up 3-0 after 1. I don't think you can draw it up much better.
Vincel getting a second crack at it. First pitch into him. There's a ball outside for ball 1.
Vincel comes into the game today with 57 plate appearances and hitting .340 on the year with a .411 on-base percentage.
That one cracked out to right field. Camping under it is Bailey for out number 1.
Talked about this a little bit last night on the broadcast, too. If you're Potomac Valley, you don't want to hit the ball in the air. You look around that outfield with Herndon, Camby, and Bailey, and they'll track anything down. So if you're Potomac Valley, you don't want to put it in the air because it's going to get caught tonight.
Now due up is Kendall, excuse me. First pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike number 1. The 0-1 delivery in there, called strike 2 as DeLauder gets ahead here 0-2.
Yeah, he swung at a breaking ball first pitch, and then DeLauder just paints the black on the outside corner for strike 2.
The 0-2 delivery swung on and missed. Moore will throw down to first, and there it is, the strikeout. Now 2 outs in the inning, the second strikeout of the day.
Now batting, number 4.
For Lane DeLauder.
Kissamore.
Another 2 quick outs.
Kissamore due up. Playing at Concord.
Hitting .292 on the year.
First pitch in there. That one hit off the end of the bat. Boober can't reach it. It'll be a single for the first hit of the day for post 64.
Yeah, just over the reach of Carson. Gave a great effort there. Just couldn't make the play.
Bumby Van Meter at the plate.
First team single A All-State for Petersburg this year, Van Meter.
Going to the University of Charleston. We will have a new coaching staff after Robbie Britt left, I believe, for Western Michigan. That one inside for ball 1. Runner on first here with 2 outs. Going to throw over, try to get Kissamore, but he gets back in time.
Yeah, usually you talk about the catcher and his ability to stop the running game, but Lane